Welcome back. Today we have What if Deku had voice manipulation quirk? He was hated by his family for being born quirkless and becomes a vigilante. This is part one. This one's going to be a long one, probably 5 to 6 parts, so stay tuned. And comment down below if you want the next part of this. Shout out to Chimera_Agarian for this awesome story. And let's start this ride. Me. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. Is he seriously crying because of the robots the small devil just blew up? Wow, you certainly changed a lot. Then there was Hound Dog, the school psychologist. I would have guessed that he would be the same opinion as me, seeing as the boy was first mocking a teacher and then controlling all the robot to attack the other candidates. I mean, what the fuck? Are we in some kind of post-apocalyptic dystopia where robots conquer the world? Next thing I know, Mike got thrown across the city and all the student candidates were after him. This kid is the devil. I don't want to be near him. He deserves to be in the most secure prison on Earth, Tartarus. I went to the dog side and was about to talk to him when I hear him sniffle. Is he crying too? Oh, please get yourself together, man. Me. Are you okay? Hound Dog. His voice is just so beautiful. Okay, the school psychologist needs to see one and this ASAP. Me. In what kind of world is this beautiful? Hound Dog. Can't you hear it? Me. Are we hearing the same thing? Hound Dog. We are. Close your eyes and listen to it. The harmony in it. The joy he has. And he hits every single tone perfectly. This is pure bliss. I feel whole again. Me. AHM. You sure you're all right? Hound Dog. Never felt better. Me. If you say so. Okay, something is definitely wrong here. There was another person in this room, and it was Vlad King. I sure hope he isn't going insane too. Me, Vlad? Vlad King? Vlad King, yes. Me. Please tell me what you think about this. Vlad King. I have no words that could describe this situation. Even the word villain doesn't fit him. Thank God. One same person. Me, right? I would describe him as the devil. Vlad King. That sounds about right. I mean, just look at the chaos that he just made. Me. I know, and I fear Nizu will let him pass the exam since he destroyed all the robots and has now officially the high score of all times. Vlad King. I am so glad he won't be in my class then. I wish you good luck surviving teaching this little bastard. Recovery girl. What did you call my sweet little green bean just now? Vlad King. Sweet little green bean? You serious? This is the devil himself? He just made your part of healing all the student candidates a lot harder. Recovery girl. So what? He's my grandson. Me. I didn't know you had children. Recovery girl. I don't. Vlad King. Then how can he be your grandson? Recovery girl. What do you know about Nizu's adoptive son? Vlad King. That he is mixed blood son and that he ran away 3 years ago. Recovery girl. And you? Me. I didn't even know that. All I know is that he was once captured by the Grim Cartel and then went missing. Nizu forced every hero to search for him, but we couldn't find any leads of his whereabouts or his well-being. Aizawa. About that. You won't find him if he doesn't want to be found. Believe me, I tried. Sakachi can tell you the same. Nizu. So back to the question, what did you call my angelic son? I heard Nizu growl at us. Never heard him do that, and I could have passed that experience. He looked like he was ready to murder Vlad King. One wrong word, and he is certainly done. Vlad King. IHM. Nizu. Shall I help you? Aizawa. What did he call our son? Aizawa. A bastard if I recall correctly. Recovery grill. And don't forget the devil part. Nizu, all right. Do you have something to say in your defense? Vlad King. No, but may I also say, I was not the only one saying he is the devil. All Might here did too. Nizu. Well, both of you will be punished for this, but not by me, but your little devil himself once he is done having his fun. We then watched him doing a flip of the robot and rolling himself to the ground. Mike climbed the robot down and ran at the villain, swooping him off the ground, hugging and twirling. We could see him crying his eyes out while he was hugging the boy. Midnight. AWWW, such a sweet reunion. Then Power Loader exited the room, and only 5 minutes later, we could watch him go to the 0-pointer and freeing all the candidates. Recovery girl was there too. She first went to the boy and hugged him, even gave him some gummies. Is she seriously giving him a reward for creating mass chaos? Then she quickly went to do her work. I let the devil out of my eyes, and he and Mike were gone from the screen. Where did he go? Looking from screen to screen, I realized that Nizu and Aizawa were not in the room anymore. Even Midnight wasn't there anymore. I mean, where did they go? Vlad King. I guess to the messenger of pure chaos, I would say. Escaping a prison called UA. After I landed from that giant robot down on the floor, I was immediately swooped up by my paps, and then he began twirling. Please stop, I can't. This is too much for me. First thing you do is hug, strangling me to death. And on top of that, this is making me dizzy. Me dad, stop please. Mik, nope. If I let you go, you will be just running away again. Me, I swear I won't. But please, I can't breathe. And Jesus, you are a loud cockatoo. Mike whispering. Oh, sorry, you didn't let me down. Mike whispering. You will not run away when I let you go? Me, I won't. Beside, I came back, didn't I? Mike whispering. Okay, Mike whispering. Wait, did you call me loud cockatoo? Me? Yes, I did. Mike whispering. Why? Me. The same reason I called Dadzawa a caterpillar. Mike whispering. I get that because he looks like one in his sleeping bag, even acts like one sometimes. But how in the world do I resemble a cockatoo? You seriously? Just look in the mirror. He then released me from his hug, and I could feel my lungs getting their sweet fill of air again. Next, I put back my earbuds on. Man, you nearly killed me there. I looked up at him, and he was still crying, and in the next moment, I got yelled at. Mike, what the hell did you think running away like this? 3 goddamn years. Do you know how worried we were? You could have sent a message or anything. Well, I did leave a message for my fluff ball. Me, I am back, right? This is the important part. Besides, I didn't came back for you to yell at me. Nizu, he is right. Recovery girl, you look thinner than the last time I saw you. Are you even eating anything? Me, I am still alive, so yes, I do. Recovery girl. Sai, here you go, eat them for now, and we will need to put you on a strict food diet, and make sure you eat 3 times a day plus snacks. She then gave me a whole bag of gummies. Me, come on. I don't look that bad. Mike, not that bad. You look like a freaking skeleton. Aizawa, how many times do you eat on a regular basis? Me, I don't need to answer that. Nizu, oh yes, you do, mister. Me, fine. Once or twice. Mike, a day? I looked down and shook my head. Recovery girl, a week? Again, I shook my head. Aizawa, once or twice every 2 weeks. This time I nodding, and in the next moment I felt a light smack on my head. Me, ouch, what was that for? Do you want to kill me? You literally said I was a skeleton, and you know exactly how fragile one is. Aizawa, good for us that you are not, or else you wouldn't be able to do these tricks you showed us minutes earlier. Me, true. Nizu, it's already past noon, so let's go to lunch rush and grab something to eat for you. Me, but I am not hungry. It was true. After spending so much time on the street on my own again, not knowing when my next meal is, I learned to divide my food supply and make them last me for months. I only ate the bare minimum to keep me alive and moving. The people that were my fans gave me food that could last me forever, but being myself, I couldn't bring myself to eat or take anything from a stranger. Who knows, they could be my enemies and be hiding as one of my followers. I basically only took food from the person that I knew, and I knew it was safe, but I also know that these people work hard for a living. The thought of them spending their money and making something for me every day didn't feel right. So I left them a note saying that I appreciate the thought, but didn't need any. On top of that, I found out that Hawks was bringing a bucket full of chicken nuggets to the playground we first had a discussion. He would always put a box full with chicken nuggets there for me. Shinso was also giving me food. I think Paps and Dadzawa don't even know that. He would lay some snacks like cookies, a lunchbox, and a thermos with some tea there. God, I love him. He somehow figured my live source out. Every 2 weeks, I would take Shinso's food since I can't stand seeing chicken nuggets every day. I really don't get how he does that. Hawks is eating them nearly every day on a regular basis. Zeus Lima. Like, how do you do that? Doesn't it get boring? In order for all the food I receive every day not to go bad, I take some with me and give them to other street kids or other living beings on the street like animals or adults. It was surprising how many people I saved the last 3 years. I got so many street kids, and I even found an abandoned building for them. They all worship me as if I was some kind of deity, even going so far as to say I am their guardian angel sent from heaven to save them. Well, they are not wrong. Someone needs to save them. If heroes won't, then I will. A lot of kids that I saved were abandoned by their parents or ran away because they got abused. Every single one of them I found knocking at death's door. Some tried to commit, others were simply starving or injured. I took them all in, no matter who they are or their quirk. A month before the exam, I got some heroes and Sakachi to find them and give them a better life. Naturally, I made sure they are okay. I followed them and watched them from afar for a whole month until I was sure they were happy there and, most importantly, safe. I even went so far as to investigate the family's background to make sure they will be treated well. Me, my dads, and my granny went to lunch rush, and once he heard about me and how thin I was, he made a meal that would get me in a better condition. Unfortunately, I couldn't stomach that, which surprised even Recovery Girl, since it was something light. This basically told her everything she needed to know about my condition. I ran straight to the bathroom and threw up. Mike was quick to follow me. Mike, you okay? Me, yeah. He was rubbing circles on my back. It was only a matter of time for this to happen. With my bad eating habits, something like this was forecasted. As we both exited the bathroom, Izawa was waiting outside with a glass of water for me. I gladly took it from his hands. Me thanks, Izawa. No problem, kid. Then we all went to teacher's office. Izawa gave me his sleeping bag. When I asked him why, he only said that I looked sick and should rest. Granny went even so far and ordered me to sleep. They also said they needed to review the chaos I did, and not only that, but they would need to host another physical exam too. Nisa told me I was free to do whatever I wanted, and then they all left and locked the door. Huh, you fools! You really think this is going to stop me? I waited for a little bit, then went to the door and tried to open it. As I thought, it was locked. A petty door won't stop me. Me unlock. I could hear the click of the door and went outside. Okay, this might be a little problem. Okay, a little bigger one. Nope, a huge one. Holy shit, Dad. Am I a prisoner now? Like, what the heck? Where did you even get these from? All I wanted was to go out and meet my lilac fluffball. I wanted to thank him for the food and my holy grail. He made sure every night to put a thermos on his windowsill. For that, I loved him. However, before I could actually meet him, I needed to go past these thousands of motion detector and lasers. Who knows what he had else in store for me? Oh, nope. I'm not going to go, though, that. Nisa might have also buggy trapped the floor. Scratch that he 10,000% has. Nope, nope, nope. Just nope. I slowly closed the door again. Okay. Nisa did thought about this. It was not a pure coincidence. They put me in here, thinking how I may escape else. I went to the windows. They too were locked. Me? Unlock. Luckily for me, I could open the windows and even didn't actually trigger some kind of alarm. You serious? I am allowed to yeet myself out of the window, but I can't go out of a goddamn room like normal person. I slowly opened the window and looked outside for anything that I could slide down or climb up to the roof. However, there was simply nothing. Well, then the good old Spidey way. I climbed out and began holding myself on the windowsill. Slowly but surely, I began to make my way to the next pipe of the rain gutter. It was hard work. My legs had basically no ground and slipped the whole time while I was holding onto the sill for dear life. It took me 15 minutes to get to the piper, and I then just slid it down carefully. Once I was down, I made my way to UA's gate, and instead of exiting it like a normal person, I climbed the next tree up and jumped over the fence. On the landing, I struck a pose. No one saw my beautiful flip. Dang it. I then ran to the direction of my pap's house. My fluffball. I went to Izawa and Mick's house. Once I was there, I went to the front door and kind of expected it to be unlocked. However, it was locked. No surprise. No normal person would let the front door unlocked if their child was at home, especially none when they are heroes too. Then I realized I didn't even know if my lilac fluffball was at home. Not knowing what else to do, I kind of broke in. Still can't count it as a break in since one of them is basically my real dad, and the other is also my dad. At least I decided that. Me unlock. The moment the door unlocked, I went inside. All the cats came right at me. There was also this one specific cat. A black one to be precise. Me. Huh, Katsuwa? How cute. Who gave you that outfit? You do look like a grumpy cat. But who would have thought that you were actually a sweet kitty? I bet Izawa's character is also like this. Grumpy from the outside, but sweet from the inside. Well, not my problem, since he isn't mad or grumpy to me. I took him in my hands, and he immediately started to purr. With the cat in hand, I went to the couch and started singing. Whoever was in the house was sure to hear me, and if it was Shinso, then that would be a pleasant surprise, won't it? Well, here goes nothing. https://youtube.be/gphqh6 R4DW. I will find the time, we will find the timing, because you are on my mind. I hope that you don't mind it. You know that I want you. You know that I want you next to me. But if you need some space, I will step away. As soon as these few lines escaped my mouth, I heard the door slam open somewhere, and then someone running. And I know it might sound stupid, but for me, I've got to keep believing, and I've heard. Toshi, Izuku. In the next moment, Shinso ran into the room and right at me. He hugged me, which made the cat hiss and jump away. However, this was not the only thing that happened. The couch flipped backward and we both fell on the ground. Some say you will love me one day, and I will wait. I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait. I will wait to get your loving one day. Finally, my fluff ball is in my hand. I promise that I will try to meet someone. And there's so many guys who told me I deserve someone. I want to call you up, but maybe it will only make it worse. I guess that I just don't know what to do with myself. He hugged me and started crying. Toshi, Izuku, because I know it might sound stupid, but for me, yeah, I just got to keep believing, and I've heard. I petted his head. He was so overwhelmed to see me. I was happy seeing him, but that cat was clearly not liking the situation. Toshi didn't let me go and hugged me extremely tight. He began hiding his head in the crook of my neck. He was sniffling, and I began rubbing circles on his back. The cat was watching him, hissing and approaching us. Some say you will love me one day, and I will wait. I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait. I will wait to get your loving one day. Oh, now you are a grumpy cat? Go away from my fluff ball. He is mine. I could see the cat getting ready to pounce on him. That's when I decided to slightly shift our position. Hugging him back, I pulled him closer than we already were and managed to get us in a sitting position. Toshi was sitting in my lap, and the cat began hissing louder. Just say you'll love me one day. Just say you'll love me one day. No, don't you even dare. It was as if the cat knew what I was telling him with my eyes, because he stopped and came to my side too. The kitty cat then went around us and nestled itself on the left side. I'll give you space to the moon if it's what you need. Just say you one day will bring back yourself to me. He slowly began to calm down, and I was just petting and rubbing circles on his back. I hoped that my voice was calming him down. At some point, I began playing with his soft and fluffy hair. It was wild and untamed like mine. After some time, I could hear his sobs getting quieter, and I watched him fall asleep like this. Aw, you are so cute. Some say you will love me one day, and I will wait. I will wait to get your loving one day. Just say you will love me one day, and I will wait. I will wait to get your loving one day. Not wanting to stay like this any longer, since it is not the most comfortable spot for him to sleep, I carefully picked him up and went down the hallways. He was still hugging and clinging on me like his dear life depended on it. It wasn't hard to actually find his room, since it was the only one with a complete wide open door. As I went inside, I saw that his room was in a brilliant mix of violet and green. It was the same green as my hair and his violet. I could tell that he designed the room with me in his mind. I slowly went to the bed and put him down. Toshi, however, didn't want to let me down, so I climbed up the bed too and laid beside him. The Katsuwa followed me into the room and jumped on his bed too. Once I laid down, it went to the other side of my neck and curled itself up there. Just say you'll love me one day. Just say you'll love me one day. Just say you'll love me one day. Hitoshi began snuggling up more, and I once again began playing with his soft hair. We were laying in the bed together, snuggling and hugging. I felt secure and warm, but at the same time, I had the feeling that something was missing. I loved the situation we were in. If I could, I would love to stay like this forever. I could feel how sleep is creeping up to me. This feels way too nice. I felt like I don't deserve this after leaving you for 3 years. I am so sorry. I won't vanish again. I promise. My high hopes are getting low because these people are so old. The way they think about it all. If I tried, I would never know. My high hopes are getting low, but I know I'll never be alone. It's all right. We'll survive. As soon as I finished the song, I fell asleep hugging him. Choose your words carefully. Aizawa POV. We left our problem child in the teacher's room, since it was besides Nizu's private office, one of the most secured places, and Nizu even activated the security system as soon as we left. Mike, do you think it will stop him from going out? Me, there's nothing that will or even can stop my problem child. Nizu, I agree. He will surely find a way to deactivate them. Recovery girl. If he does something reckless because of it, I am going to declare you guilty, Nizu. Me. So can we just turn around and go back to him and maybe even sleep? Mike, no, my dear little sleepy cat. Nizu, I would love to agree, but we have a student list to make and another physical exam to plan. We arrived at our destination and went in. They're in the room where all the others teachers waiting for us. Me. Sigh, this will be bothersome. Vlad King. Don't you say that every year? But be honest, what are you even doing when you expel almost every student you have? Me. Do you need to ask? All Might. I don't believe that it can be that hard to choose which student goes in which class. Power Loader. Well, I already choose my students, and there is this one pink-haired girl I have high expectancies. I have a feeling that she will be a brilliant inventor. Vlad King. You didn't have a demon among the candidates. I immediately used my quirk on him and wrapped him up in my capture scarf. Then I pulled him out of his chair and over the table right in front of my face. Me. Care to say that again? Vlad King. Never said anything before. Me thought so. We then began to look through every single person's file. It took us quite some time, and I finished choosing the students I wanted in my class. Of course, Hitoshi and Izuku were in my class. There was no chance I would have given Vlad King the opportunity to have them. Vlad King also chose his class. We were only making assumption of their skills based on the paper we had on them. We didn't see all of them performing in the exams and sorted them out as candidates that we needed to test. All Might. Isn't that your son? He had Shinso file in his hand. Me, yes. Do you have a problem with that? All Might. Are you sure it is a good idea of him being in Class 1A? Me, why not? If you say that he has a villainous quirk, I'm gonna throw you right out of the window. All Might. Because I feel like he would be better swatted in the other class. Nizu. Do you mind telling us the reason for that? All Might. Simple as quirk isn't the flashiest one. I think that Monoma would be better choice. Me, not gonna happen. Mike. Are you looking down on our child? All Might. No, I am just stating a fact. Nizu. May I remind you that I take quirk discrimination very seriously. All Might. I am not discriminating anyone. I just wanted to make it clear since Class 1A is supposed to be superior to Class 1B. Vlad King. It's not entirely wrong, but if we don't do this way, Aizawa would expel them, and I at least want to give them a chance. All Might. I see. Nizu. I believe we have our classes then, or does anyone have anything against them? All Might. I have a question. Nizu, go on. All Might. Why is there an obvious villain in Class 1A? Nizu. And who would that be? I saw his eyes sparkle dangerously. Don't you dare finish what you want to say. Or wait, please do. Just go ahead and sign your death papers. All Might. That blonde kid, Mike. That is my blood-related son, and he has a name. All Might. Yeah, whatever. Say that again. I had a coffee in my hand and was about to drink it, but I didn't feel like it anymore and put it down. Recovery girl. His name is Izuku Midoriya. I would give him some respect if you want to live long enough. Remember, I am the person looking after your injury. And no one is talking this way to my grandson, All Might. He still is the personification of a demon and a villain. That was enough for me to stand up, slam both of my hands on the desk. My quirk was activated, and I took my capture weapon and threw him against the wall behind Nizu. All Might was still in his skinny form, and I didn't give him any chance to go all muscle on me. Obviously, to many muscles and no brain. Nizu then stood up from his seat and went to the hero that was laying on the ground. Nizu, I have a simple solution for this. The hero looked up at him. Vlad King came to his side and slowly helped him up. All Might. And that would be Nizu. If he, as you put it, a villain beats you in a fight fair and square without the usage of his quirk, then he has surely earned his spot here. All Might. Huh. If he beats me quirkless, then fine with me. But remember, I am the #1 hero, and he is Siren that stands above you. People on the streets worship him more. Heck, that kid made a fool of us. You don't even stand a chance against him. R.I.P. All Might. Your time as the #1 is over. Me. He will surely like that. Mike, are you serious? Recovery girl, I would love to see you try and beat him. Mike, not you too. Nizu. Quick question, All Might. Would you rather be cremated or buried? All Might what? Power Loader. If you were planning his funeral, then at least let me build the coffin for him. Vlad King. Don't you guys think this is going a little bit too far? Me, nope. I will be happy to get some spider lilies for your funeral. All Might. Spider lilies? Recovery girl. You must love them very much since you are spouting such incredible insolence at the wrong people. All Might. I'm going to take my leave now. Me. As you should. We watched him go, and soon the whole stuff members went their way. Me, Mike, Nizu, and Recovery Girl went to the teacher's office. However, what surprised us was that the security system was still intact. Mike, thank God he didn't run away again. This was something we all thought until we opened the door and saw the open window. Recovery Girl? Nizu. She took her cane and whacked him over his head. Me sigh. I could feel the migraine that was coming, and I pinched the bridge of my nose while shacking my head. And you call yourself the most intelligent being on Earth. How do you buggy trap and secure the whole fucking school, but don't think on locking a good damn window? Mike, I can't believe you didn't look the windows. My dear cockatoo was wording everyone's thought out loud. Next, he ran to the window and looked outside. Mike, no sight of him. At least he isn't dead. Did he jump? How did he survive that if so? We are in the 4th floor. What the heck problem child? Nizu. I didn't think he would be that reckless and use the window. Isn't it normal human sense to not jump out of a window when you don't want to die? Me. He doesn't know what human sense is. I don't even think he has the word in his vocabulary. Recovery girl, check the security system. We need to find him. We went to Nizu's office and watched him go to the door and then closing it. Next, he went to the window and went outside, climbing it to the side and using the pipe to go down. Me clever. Nizu indeed. I never knew that this was a possible escape route. Mike, don't praise him. He escaped again. Recovery girl. Honey, there is nothing we could do now. So chill. Me. I'm gonna go and search the area for him. Mike, I'm going with you. And with that, we left Nizu in recovery and began searching the whole day until it was getting late. If there is one thing that I knew, then if he doesn't want to be found, then you won't find him. It was already 9 p.m. when we both got home. Mike, did you forget to lock the door? Me, no. I never forget to lock the door. You are the idiot in this relationship and forgets it. Mike, it's unlocked show. I could clearly remember looking the door. Me. Someone broke in? Mike. Toshi. We both got ready for a fight, since we didn't know what was expecting us on the other side. Looking around the entrance area, we found the couch knocked over. It looked almost as if a fight was going on. However, for that to be realistic, then there should have been a broken thing or stuff thrown around. Everything was in place, and there was nothing broken. Mike, maybe the cat somehow managed to do that? Me? Zashi, we don't have a big-ass cat that could do that. Mike, well, maybe they were all together? Me? Just know our cats are too dumb for this. There is no way they could do that. We then split up, and I took the right side and Mike the left side, looking inside every room in order to find the culprits. However, after the 3rd door, Mike came to me. Mike, I found the culprits. I looked at him perplexed. What are you standing there if a stranger is in our house? Me? Lead the way. He led me right in front of Toshi's room. The door was opened, and I saw Izuku and Toshi cuddling together. What surprised me most was that I found my grumpy cat there too. I can't believe he tamed my cat. That cat hates everything and everyone. How? Lucifer, you traitor. I was about to go in when Mike pulled me away and into our master's bedroom. Mike, are you okay with them? Me, HM? Mike, you saw them snuggling together. Are you okay with it? Me, I don't see the problem. Mike, they are both our sons. Me, technically, we adopted Shinso, and you lost guardianship over Izuku. So no, they are not our sons. Besides, I don't have a problem with it. They are not related by blood and not a family in any ways. I am happy for them. Mike, me too, but this is a weird situation. What shall we do? Me, let them sleep and inform Nizu. Mike, I'm not going to call Nizu and tell him my sleepy cat has a crush on our green bean. I am scared of what he will do. Misaya will do it. He can't do anything to Izuku or Sleepyhead when it comes up to it. I will even fight him. Mike, thank you. Me, I'm going to cover them up before they catch a cold and recovery girl killing us for it. Mike, I'm going to go and prepare you some coffee and wait for you here. With that, I went to the boys' room and was about to cover them up when all of a sudden Lucifer woke up, jumped down the bed, and began hissing at me. I'm not in the mood for dealing with that jackass of a cat today. Me whispering, I'm just going to cover them up so that they won't catch a cold. Lucifer hiss. Me whispering, okay. Then you going to explain, recovery girl, why they are both sick. Lucifer mew. The cat shook his head. I tried it again, and the cat attacked me while I was holding a fluffy blanket for them. Me whisper, shouting, stop it, Lucifer. Lucifer hiss. Enough was enough. I hated the thought of recovery girl having my head on a silver table because of them both being sick, so I ignored the cat and went to them. After I somehow managed to cover them up, I backed away. I was covered in scratches thanks to the lunatic of a cat. As soon as I was out of a 1.5-meter radius, he jumped back on the bed and cuddled himself close to Izuku's neck. You kidding me? You attack me and everyone else but him? I'm so gonna need to ask Izuku what he did to that cat to change his personality from a demon to an angel. Why was he even wearing something like that? Holy Grail. Hitoshi's POV. I woke up in the morning thinking about the dream I had. In my dream, Izuku came back and he sang for me. Me saw that was too good to be true. Izuku, huh? I looked beside me and saw Izuku still sound asleep. My eyes immediately went wide open, and I could feel myself blushing. He was so cute. He looked like an angel. His eyelashes were long and curved. His hair looked so fluffy too. Was this not a dream? Is this real? Still thinking I am half asleep, I began petting Izuku's hair. It felt soft, and then I saw Lucifer looking at me. Luckfear, what the heck is that cat doing in my room? Okay, this must be a dream. The last time that cat was in my room, it trashed everything. However, the cat was now just looking over Izuku. Lucifer mew. It made an adorable mew that I didn't even know it could do. Definitely a dream. Me, Lucifer, is that you? Lucifer mew. It was still the same adorable, quiet mew he gave me before. In no freaking way is that the same cat I know. This is definitely not real. I like this version of him more, at least he doesn't attack me. I then saw Izuku move and slowly wake up. He looked adorable, and I couldn't help it but hug him and force him to lay down again and not be in a sitting position or given the opportunity to go away. Me, Izuku, am I still dreaming? Can you feel things in a dream? Izuku, nope, Fluffball. You are not dreaming. Fluffball? If someone is a fluffball, then it be you. He smiled at me, and I couldn't believe that this was all real. It felt surreal to me, and so I let him. He, however, leaned toward me and gave me a quick kiss on my cheek. Me, if this is a dream, please don't let me wake up. He then laughed in a sweet tone. Next, he pinched me lightly. Me, och. Oh, my eyes widened once again by the realization of the situation. Izuku, my long-lost crush, was in my room, and we both slept in my bed, and I was cuddling myself to him, even hugging him. I watched our black cat go to him and asked to be petted. Izuku picked the cat up and began petting it. My jaw dropped by the sight in front of me. This sure doesn't look like reality to me. Is this really my dad's demon cat, Lucifer? The same grumpy and always angry cat I know? How are you petting that demon? Izuku, is something wrong? Mihm? Izuku, you look like you just saw a ghost. Mio, that. You see that cat you were petting is a demon, and I mean a literal demon. Izuku, this cat? He looked like an angel to me. I tried to pet it, but it only began hissing at me. Lucifer, nope, still a demon. Izuku, what's its name? Me, Lucifer. Izuku, only that caterpillar would name a cat Lucifer. Don't tell me he named his other cats Diablo and Satan and Hades. Me? He did. Izuku, you joking? Me, no, he literally named his other 3 cats that way. Lucifer here is the worst of them in terms of behavior and a nightmare to handle. Even call the other cats avoid him. Izuku, and the other 9 cats? Please don't tell me they have demon names too. Me, number 4 of them are mine, and they're just lazy, and the other 5 are Mike's, and they're super hyperactive. Izuku, did you pick cats up that have the same personality as you guys? Me, no. Besides, my 4 cats sleep the whole day, while I barely sleep at all. I could then smell the scent of my Pap's burned breakfast. Me, oh no. Izuku, what? Me, Pap's is cooking. Izuku, is that where the smell is coming from? Me, yes, and you don't want to eat that. Trust me, tried it once and had food poisoning afterwards. Izuku, that bad? Me, more than that. He killed one of our cats with it. Rest in peace, Nugget. Izuku, well, we should probably go to the kitchen. With that, Izuku let the cat down, and we both walked to the kitchen with the cat following us. Me, good morning, Paps, Dad. Izuku, good morning, Caterpillar. Cockatoo. Aizawa, morning. Izuku, did you miss me? Mike, morning, and never do that again. Izuku, you didn't give me a choice. Me, a choice in what? What are you talking about? Izuku, oh, they just locked me into the teacher's office, and I escaped through the window. Say what now? Do you even know how dangerous that was? Why would you do that? I mean, I am happy to see you, and it was a pleasant surprise, but if I had known that you needed to escape through a window, then I would have gladly waited a little bit longer. Me, Izuku, just why? Izuku, what do you mean why? I wanted to see you. Mia, Lucifer, MEW, Aizawa. That reminds me, how did you tame that demon? Mike, I want to know that too. Izuku, I still don't know what you are all talking about. He is such a sweet cat. Aizawa, whispering sweet my ass. You traitor. Izuku, anyways, what are you making, Paps? Aizawa, he tried to make some pancakes. Izuku, how about I do them? Mike, I can't let you cook for us. Niza would have my head. Izuku, but what if I insist on doing it? Aizawa, well then, kid, no one is stopping you. Me, can I help? Izuku, nope, you guys deck the table, and I will be back in about 20 minutes. We did what he said, and after 20 minutes he came back with a plate full of pancakes and a jug full of black coffee. The moment I took some of the coffee from my cup, I could have died and not regretted a thing. This was the best coffee ever. Me, heavenly. Aizawa, godly. I feel so completely again. Izuku, You guys are exaggerating, and besides you act like coffee is the only thing that keeps you alive. No, we are definitely not. This is literally the holy grail. Mike, trust me it is. I try to get them clean off coffee. Never am I doing this again. We then proceeded to eat the breakfast that was equally delicious, and I was sure that his cooking skills were revolving lunch rushes. After we were done, he stood up. Me? Where are you going? I wasn't ready to let him go again, not after the last time. He went missing for 3 whole years. Izuku, I'm gonna go and visit Hawks and come back later. You can come with me if you want to. I didn't like seeing that overgrown rooster, and I was sure that the feelings were mutual. Me? No thank you, but we can pick you up, right, Dad? Aizawa HM? What? Wow, the coffee really got to you head. You look completely high. Can't blame you. God, Aiza, what did you put in there? Me? Can we pick him up later? He's going to Hawk's penthouse. Aizawa, sure. I then walked him to the front door, and before he left, he quickly turned around and gave me a quick kiss on my cheek. Izuku. See you later, Toshi. I could feel myself heating up. Me? Later. He then left. What a surprise. I went to Hawk's penthouse and used my quirk once again to break in. This time, however, I was a little bit concerned since I really was breaking in. Is it considered a break-in or a pleasant surprise? I'm going to go with the second option here. So I went into his penthouse and began looking for my chicken nugget, but he wasn't there. The one time I decided to come back, and you were not home. You freaking serious? Life, why? I went to the living room and was about to sit down on the couch when all of a sudden a phone went off. Who was calling that chicken? Too curious to just let it slide, I went on a search for the phone and picked up. Me. Hawk's residence here. How can I help? Nizu. Good to catch you on the phone, Aizu. Damn it, I knew I forgot something. I totally forgot to tell him I went to my fluff ball yesterday. I hope he is not too angry with me. Me. I am so sorry. I just left yesterday. Nizu. It's okay. Aizawa told me you were staying with them. Although I must say, I was sad you didn't tell me that. Besides that, never use the window as an escape route again. Recovery girl will kill me next time, and I made some changes so that there won't be a next time. We will see about that. Wait a minute. How the freak did you know I was here? Did they tell you? Of course, Mike and Aizawa must have told you something. Well, I better say thank you to the person who did. Me. Okay, who told you I was here? Mike or Aizawa? Maybe Toshi? Nizu. None of them did. I called, and Aizawa picked up. He sounded kind of high. Then Mike took over and refused to tell me where you went. Since they are both my teachers, and I expect Aizawa to be able to work tomorrow, I asked Mike what is wrong with him, and he told me he is high on your coffee. Say, what did you put in it? Me? Nothing really. I don't get what they are fuzzing about. It was a normal dark coffee. I made it specially dark like his soul. Nizu. Okay, good to know that, but please refrain from giving him too much of it in the future. Me? Okay, will do. How did you know I was at his place then? Nizu. I just hacked into his security system and can see you right now. I had a hunch that you might want to go and see him. Me? Oh. I then look up and began searching for a camera, and as soon as I found it, I waved to it. Me. Do you know where he went? Nizu. Oh, he is on patrol and won't be back until around 6 p.m. Me. Would it be all right with you if I stayed here? Nizu. No. And am I right to assume you will stay the night there as well? Me? Yeah. Nizu, all righty. Me. Say, why did you call? Nizu. Oh, there is this teacher that is against you being in UA, and since you destroyed the city and kind of ruined the physical exam, we need to make another one, and with it you also will need to attend it. However, thanks to this one teacher, it will be different than all the other. You will face the teacher and that quirkless. Me. I don't mind, but Dad, why don't you tell me who it is? Nizu. Cause this person is dead to me. Me. Dad, I want to know who I am facing, and is he also fighting Quirkless, or am I the only one? Nizu. He won't be fighting Quirkless, and it's your rival, or more like Siren's. Me. Siren's rival? I didn't know I had a rival. Nizu. Well, let's say you are the #1 vigilante, and he is the knockoff hero version. Me. You mean the symbol of peace, All Might? Nizu. You mean all bitch? Me what? Nizu. He called you a demon and the personification of evil, so yeah. I expect you as my son to beat his ass, and while you are at it, do whatever you want. I already prepared a funeral for him. He didn't just call me evil in front of my dad, did he? Well, I need to teach him a lesson. How can he even look down on quirkless people? Does he really think that I can't harm him only because I am not using my quirk? I will give him a fight. He won't forget. Me, wait. I'm not going to kill anyone. Nizu. I am disappointed in you. Me, oh please, Dad. If I kill a hero, then I will never get my license. Instead of bringing him 6 feet under, I will bring hell to him. Let's just say after I am done with him, he will need to go and visit Hound Dog, if not go to a mental hospital. Oh wait, I am not allowed to use my quirk, am I? Niffle. No, me, well, I'm still gonna find a way to mentally harm him, or his pride, oh, and he definitely will need to see Granny after I am done with him. I am not sure if she will manage to heal him. Nizu. That's my boy. Me. Am I allowed to at least use some weapons like a dagger or a knife? Nizu. I don't see why not. What would you like? Me. Twin daggers, please. When is the fight going to be? Nizu. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Me. Okay, I will be there. Nizu. Oh, and Izu. You have a stowaway with you in his home. Me, huh? Where? Nizu. I am sure you will find him, and please take care of him. We'll see you tomorrow by Izu. Me, Dad? Me, Dad. Me. And he is gone. I do wonder who he meant. Then I heard it. Something in the living room shattered. I immediately went to the room, and I found a black cat in Eraserhead's uniform that knocked down a vase. Me, Lucifer? How did you get here? Lucifer, Mew. He immediately jumped down the shelf and ran to me. Next, he stood on his back paws and was begging me to pick him up. Me, no, I'm not going to pick you up. I have to clean that mess you made. Lucifer, Mew. It was still a sweet Mew, and he was looking at me with big eyes. Me. Okay, stop looking at me like that. I picked the cat up, and as soon as I picked him up, I found myself standing in a field full of flowers. Me. You can teleport? Lucifer, Mew. Me. Where did you bring us? He then jumped down from my hold and laid himself on the ground. Then he looked a place next to him and began tapping the ground in this direction with his front paw. Next, he looked up at me again. Me. You want me to lay down beside you? A nod. Me. Sounds good to me. I laid beside the cat, and we both relaxed the whole day there in the field. It was so nice to just lay there and do nothing. The flowers had such a sweet scent, and the wind was also calmly saying back and forth, and without knowing it, I fell asleep. After a while, I felt something soft on my face, and it was tapping me lightly. Opening my eyes, it was Lucifer. Where am I? All right, that cat can teleport. Who would have thought that? Me. This was really relaxing. Thank you for brining me here. I wonder how you knew that I could use something like this. I picked the cat up, and he teleported us back. Looking at the clock, it was 45 minutes before Hawks would arrive. I quickly began to close all the curtains and make it dark in his house. I wanted not only to surprise him, I began humming the song I wanted for him to hear and waited for till it was 6 p.m. I then began singing the song I wanted him to hear. A quick reminder for you to be Free My Nuggets. Return of the Green Feather. Hawks POV. I was exhausted from my patrol. Normally, it wouldn't take me that long, and it would especially not annoy the heck out of me. First, I had a stupid bank robber that had a mental breakdown once someone in the room said Siren will be out to get him at night. It's so weird. I knew that Siren was my feathers. This was, however, not the only thing I knew about Siren. My dear Green Angel was also nocturnal, which means he was only hunting criminals in the night. And thanks to that, all the criminals are scared of the night, and we heroes had an increase of crime rates in broad daylight, but nothing serious really. The criminal rate overall dropped, and the people on street were only talking about Siren and how he saved them. I swear my angel saved every third civilian I meet. After that failed bank robbery attempt, I was called as a backup in a hostage situation, and once again I heard the name Siren. The victim in the hand of the villain began begging for Siren to come and save her, even crying his name out loud. The villain was so surprised to hear his name and let her go, which allowed us to get that girl out of the villain's clutches. Not even that, but he surrendered peacefully on his own will. I was so surprised and stunned about the sudden change of behavior. Everyone was, and it made me sad to know that he was out there doing our hero job better than we do, and being so young. It made me crazy knowing he was out there, somewhere maybe even hurt. Please be saved, feathers. After such a crazy day, I went ahead and got the largest bucket of chicken I could get and flew back to my house. However, as I was coming close to my house, I could hear a beautiful voice, luring me to come closer to it. https://u2be/cmg8camddo. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Coco, come and fly away with me. No way. I stopped in midair and tears began rolling down my cheek. Am I imagining things? Am I dreaming? Can it be? Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Come and fly away with me. Coco, come and fly away with me. I picked up speed and raced back home. At this point, I was happy that the bucket full of chicken was in a plastic bag around my wrist, or else I would have dropped it without even giving it a second, though. The closer I got to my house, the louder the voice got. I don't think I am dreaming. Am I hallucinating? Am I so desperate to see him? Probably yes. No. Wait, definitely, don't you be afraid. Everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. Once I was close to my home, I saw someone by the giant open window. Green hair, tender figure, and that voice. Me, Izuku. So, come and fly. Come and fly. Come and fly away with me. I flew right thought at that window, at that person full speed, not even thinking of slowing down. Instead, I picked up some more speed. My feathers. He is finally back. We're rising, we're falling. We'll make it through. We're climbing, we're soaring. 1,000 views. I saw Izuku standing there with open arms, and I took the chance. I embraced him full-heartedly. I tackled the person into an embrace. Before we could even fall down, I quickly picked him up bridal style and was hovering over the floor. I can't believe you are back. Where have you been? Why did you go in the first place? No, never mind. What's important is for you to not leave me again. We're rising, we're falling. We'll make it through. We're climbing, we're soaring. 1,000 views. Next thing I knew, a cat attacks my bucket of chicken, and it's gone from my wrist. Izuku was still singing, and I had the feeling I needed to fly. So, with my green bean in the hand, I flew out of the window. I can't live without you. Do you know how painful the past 3 years have been for me? I searched everywhere for you. It's all in the past now that I can finally hold you in my hands again, somewhere by the Emerald Sea, where the moon and water meet, somewhere close to harmony, when the world is sound asleep. I flew up and above the ground, twirling and dancing in the sky to his song. For the first time in my life, I felt free. Something's gonna bring the change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. I flew with him to the sea, close to the water. He was still clinging around my neck, and I was still holding him bridal style. I dipped the end of my feather into the water and then quickly began to rise in a twirling motion. Thanks to that motion, I was covering us with a light shower, and the light was reflecting, though, every single drop I created. Don't you be afraid. Everything will change. You and I, jumping off the edge. They say dreamers never die. Once I was up, I looked at his smiling face. The moment our eyes meet, he buried his face on the crook of my neck, hiding. Me? No need to hide now. Feathers, so cute. I could die now, without any regrets. He looked up at me again. His face was completely red, and I gave him a quick kiss on his forehead. So, come and fly. Come and fly. Come and fly away with me. Me. Do you trust me? A nod. I didn't even tell him what I was about to do. I'm sure you will like this, Feathers. I want to show you how free I feel right now. I flew up and threw him in the sky above me. The moment he began to fall, I began letting myself drop closely and parallel to him. Our faces were close to each other, and I would have loved nothing more as to kiss him. However, I also didn't want to interrupt him. I loved the song too much. I loved his voice, his everything. For me, he was perfect. We're rising, we're falling. We'll make it through. We're climbing, we're soaring. 1,000 views. The moment we were close on hitting the water surface, I twirled around him and began holding him around his chest. We're rising, we're falling. We'll make it through. We're climbing, we're soaring. 1,000 views. I pulled up, and we were flying parallel to the water's surface. I could feel the happiness radiating from him, and I saw how he slowly touched the surface. I was also splitting the water in two at the end of my wings. We were flying fast. Come and fly away. Come and fly away. Come and fly away with me. With a quick flap of my wings, we rose again, and I once again began carrying him bridal style to our home back. Come and fly away. Come and fly away. Come and fly away with me. But before we went home, I flew to the highest point above the city and showed him the sunset. It was getting cold, and only now could I feel him shivering. Something's going to bring a change. Journeys we are meant to take. Something at the edge of space, calling us to fly away. The moment I arrived at home, I brought him to the guest room and put him down on the bed slowly. The moment he finished, he came close to me and gave me a quick kiss before slipping past me. Izuku, it's good to see you back. Not letting him go any further, I dispatched some of my feathers to hold him in place. They, however, only came to him and acted like loyal, spoiled dogs that wanted to be patted, and that is exactly what he did. My feathers were all connected to me, and I could feel his careful touch. My feelings for him were strong, and I wanted to hug him and feel his warmth in my hands more. I went to his side and wanted to hug him, but before I could do that, my feather was snatched away from him by a black cat. Where did that beast came from? Izuku. Lucifer, stop. What a fitting name for that demon. He went to the cat and picked it up before it could do anything to my feather. I couldn't believe my eyes. That cat was snuggling up to him and I began to feel jealous. I wanted to be petted too. At this moment, I wished I was that cat. I called all my feathers back and looked at him. Me. So you have a cat now? Izuku, no, that's Aizawa's. He doesn't want to stop and follow me. I am sorry he attacked your feathers. That explains his character. He looked genuinely sorry. The cat in his hand, however, looked at me as if I was his next meal. That reminded me that I had a bucket of chicken and that he probably didn't eat anything. Looking at him closer, I saw that he was nearly a skeleton. Me. You hungry? Izuku. Not really. Me. I don't believe that. Want some chicken? I will sure need due to something about your white. You are way too light feathers. At this point, I am deeply concerned. What are you eating? Did you even eat anything? Izuku. I'm sure. From now on, I will make sure that you eat only the best meals, and I will personally see to it that you gain some weight. If nothing changes, you might even die. My God, you look so fragile. I could feel my face pale. I was mustering him from top to bottom and saw how thin he is, abnormally thin. I went to his side, and he let the cat down again. Next, I swooped him up off the ground with my largest feather and was carrying him to the kitchen. Second physical exam. Time skip brought to you by a Hawks and Izuku enjoying their times together chilling and making a movie night with Lucifer praying an overgrown chicken down. I spent the night with Hawks. We were watching a movie together until late, and we both fell asleep on the couch cuddling together. We both woke up around 12 o'clock, and it was time for me to leave, and Hawks was so nice and offered me a fly to UA. I gladly accepted, and here we were in Nizu's office with Aizawa, Mike, and Toshi. Hawks, who died. They were all dressed up and looking like they were going to a funeral. Aizawa. All Might will. Mik. Sihasho. Toshi. It's true though. Nizu, it is. Me. So when it's starting? Nizu. In about 3 hours. Hawks, what's starting? Toshi. You didn't tell him? Me. No, why should I? It's not like I could fail. Mike. I like your enthusiasm, but you do realize you are up against the symbol of peace, Quirkless? Me. And so what? I dealt with a lot more before. Hawks, wait a damn minute. You seriously want to fight All Might Quirkless? Me. Yep, that's the plan. Hawks. Just why feathers? I just got you back, and I don't want you dead. Toshi. Have faith in him. He is Siren. Me. Speaking of which, Dadzu, am I still allowed to have the weapons I asked? Nizu. He called me Dadzu. You heard that. Me. Not the best time for this. Nizu. Right, unfortunately, I can't allow you to have any weapons that could seriously hurt the #1 piece of shit. Believe me, I would give them to you, but they're things that prohibits it. Mike language. Time skip brought to you by a Siren planning on how to get his sweet spot as the future #1. We then talked about all kind of things. Time passed by rather fast, and I needed to go to ground beta to face the hero of peace, or whatever he was calling himself. They all went with me for a little bit. Hawks, you feeling up to the challenge? Me. I am so hyper right now. I am sure can beat his ass easily. Hawks, well, I'm gonna barge in if he hurts you. Toshi, me too. Me. Well, I am good to go, and I should probably not let him wait any longer. Nizu. I'm glad you were looking forward to it. Me, come on. I don't want to wait anymore. Nizu. Fine. Fine. As I was about to head down, my father's voice stopped me. Aizawa. Problem child. You don't have any weapons. Take this. I talked to the staff, and they all agreed on letting you have it for the fight since they don't think you can use it. He then went to my side and took his capture weapon off. I loved it. I want one too. I used yours before too. Well, more like stole one of yours about 3 or 4 years ago. Too bad I lost it. I loved it. It seriously took me enough time learning how to use it. I should ask Nizu for one. Then he placed it around my neck. Aizawa. Go and beat their asses. This he said, so that only I could hear. Me, yes, sir. Then I went down for the last thing between me and my sweet spot in UA. The moment I opened the door to ground beta, I saw All Might already standing there ready to fight. I was Siren, and I learned to fight basically quirkless. I might use my voice to help me out, but I could also stand up and deliver good punches as well as take a lot. Since he was so kind as to call me a demon, a devil, and the personification of evil, it was now my time to show him what I'm really capable of. I am not weak at all, and no one should take me lightly. This is exactly what I planned to show him. Knowing that I was up against the #1 himself, this would be probably one of the strongest opponent I ever faced. All Might is a person that would rather use his strength than his head, and I am about to show him how stupid he really is for underestimating his opponent. A fatal error he will learn the hard way. I will make sure that this stupid smile of yours will drop soon enough. Look at you. And You are calling me a demon? Did you even look in the mirror? Oh, wait, a demon can't see its reflection. Or was it a vampire? Anyways, look who we have here. This isn't the most intelligent thing to do. Why not immediately yell out loud? I am here. Come and beat me. You are literally presenting yourself on a silver table, but don't mind me taking it and breaking it in the process. Oh, All Might. I will beat your ass, and after I am finished with you, you will wish to never have called me that in front of my dad, or even challenge me ever again. How can you even look down on me? You stupid monkey were once quirkless too. You should know better than anyone that a quirkless person can still fight a pretty good fight. How dare you even question my capabilities? All Might. Young Midoriya, this will be your end. I will show Nizu and all the other ones how devilish you are. Me no. You know what? You staying where you are is idiotic. I readied the capture scarf and waited for the giant monkey to make his first move. Me. Say, do you like flying around? Before he could answer me, I threw the scarf at him. All Might, however, used his quirk and dodged it. Can't even dodge without your quirk. This was an easy one to dodge too. How low of you. Can't do anything without using your quirk. He ran to me and tried to punch me. Keyword tried. He made so many unnecessary moves before he went for the punch that I simply used the capture weapon at the right time after dodging his fist. God, what are you doing? We are not in some stupid TV show where you need to act. Just throw a punch normally for once. Oh, right, I forgot you don't know what normal means. His hand went past me, and I wrapped the capture weapon around his fist. Next, I erased my aura completely and sidestepped below his captured hand. Am I too fast for your fat ass? Can't move so well when you are being so bulky. All Might try to grab me with his free hand, but unfortunately, for him I dodged below his captured arm and went behind his back. So, what are you gonna do? Still not releasing his hand, I kicked him behind his knees, forcing him to fall down. Using the other side of the capture weapon to wrap it around his neck, I began strangling the giant man. He tried to grab me with his free hand, but I didn't make it easy for him. He had no chances to escape from my grip. Then I heard the comm system and Dadzawa's voice. Izuku Midoriya proved himself worthy enough of a place in my class in the hero course of UA. I did it. This was easier than I expected, and I didn't even get hurt. I'm a one-man army. Hell yeah. I released him from my grips and wrapped the capture scarf back around my neck as I was about to exit the building. I felt a gush of wind coming from behind me and instinctively dodged it. Looking at what happened, I saw All Might attacking me. Still not enough? What a sore loser. I beat you. I took the capture scarf off my neck again and waited for the perfect moment to throw it. I can't believe there was someone so dense and stupid out there in the world. He must be the idiot of idiots. Didn't you learn anything? I can use this damn scarf better than the caterpillar. The scarf wrapped itself around him, and I pulled at it. All Might made some steps toward me. Then I flung him to the side and began throwing him like a rag doll around, even getting him into the air while I was spinning circles. After I was sure that he was dizzy enough, I let the scarf go, and he was thrown right to the wall next to the tinted bulletproof window of the observation room. Ow! That must have hurt. All Might was quick to recover and went straight at me looking like a maniac. What a lunatic. I think he enjoys being beaten. Well, some people like it. Who am I to judge? He attacked, and I went to the side, avoiding his hit. My punch landed right into his face. The impact forced him to tumble. He began using his quirk in order to hit me hard and get off him, but it was child's play avoiding it. Me. This is useless and a waste of time. I'm sure you realize that by now. Why not simply give up? He tried and tried his hardest to land a hit, but I was too fast and agile for him. After some time, only dodging his attacks, I got bored and began attacking him too. A kick here, a punch there, and then I took Izuku's scarf for the finishing blow. You will be proud of me, Dad. I jumped back and got away from him. A good distance was in between us, and I finally used the scarf one last time to throw him like a rag doll around. I threw him from side to side. Each time he hit his head against the cold, hard floor until he passed out. Mike, we have a winner. I could hear my other father announce with his quirk, and I was happy that I got in. Nothing was standing in my way now. I was officially part of my dad's class. My personal number one. Hawk's POV. We watched the whole fight in the teacher's observation room, and the moment I saw All Might attacking Izuku again, I jumped out of my seat and ran straight out of the room. I would have broken the window if I didn't know it better. The windows wouldn't break that easy. This was UA after all. Never did I curse that much about a hallway being that small. No, wait, actually I did. That time when I found Izuku on the brink of death, knocking at Hell's Gate like it was fun to annoy the Grim Reaper there. I ran straight to the room, even slamming the door open, and there I stopped in track once I saw what just happened in front of me. I saw Izuku throwing All Might like a freaking ragdoll around until he was unconscious. Once he released that man out of that scarf, I used my feather and detained him. I knew he was unconscious. The only question was for how long, besides that I had a pretty good idea of what I wanted to do with him. Me. Say, do you mind if I borrow him for a bit? Izuku. No. But I am curious, what are you going to do with him? Me. Want to come with me? Izuku, sure. I came to Izuku's side and picked him up bridal style before exiting the building. I could hear a certain lilac boy running after me and screaming that I was a goddamn chicken. Well, if I am a chicken, then I am one tasty slice of a chicken. Once I was outside, I jumped into the air and flew to the highest building with Izuku in my hand and my largest feather carrying All Might with me. Once we arrived at the rooftop, I carefully placed Izuku down and threw All Might close to the opposite edge. Izuku, you might want to be careful with him. Me. AHM, let me think about it. Nope. Not a chance. I then dispatched 4 of my feathers to go and get me some rope from my house, and after 5 minutes they came back. Izuku, you want to tell me what we were doing up here? I looked at Izuku, who was sitting on the edge and relaxing. His legs were dangling off the roof. Me? Just watch. I grabbed All Might again with my feather and placed over the edge. He was now close to falling down, and all that is hindering him from falling is one rope that was holding him. Needless to say, I not only let him hang there, no, I also tied him up. I was sure that the media loved that picture. Next, I went to Izuku and picked him up again. Me. We don't want to get caught now, do we? Izuku, you do realize I could easily let them forget that they saw us there. Me. That might be true, but you would need to use your quirk, and your quirk's drawback when it's overused is a pain in the ass. On top of that, I don't want to see you suffering. Izuku. I see. Me. That reminds me we didn't had anything for dinner. What do you want to eat? Izuku. If I say nothing, would you let me be? Me, nope. Not a chance, feathers. You need to eat something too. Izuku. All right, then how about we go to a place you pick up, and I will have whatever there is. Aizu. I flew us to the closest restaurant, and since I am the number 3 hero, I don't even need a reservation. We both went to a more private corner, and I ordered for us something to eat. However, the moment we both sat down, people began gathering all around me. Fan 1. OMG, it's Hawks. Fan 2. Can I touch your wings? Fan 3. Can I get a picture? No, not this again. I stood up and flapped my wings slightly. They immediately gave me some space. Next thing I know, I heard a beautiful voice. https://u.be/ogc0mm to DHG. You don't have to be alone all by yourself. Tired of doing things just to save your mental health. You made a wish, and then you lost it down the wishing well. The moment I heard Izuku's voice, everyone began to walk back to their chairs. I then saw him stand up and offering me a hand. I didn't know what he wanted to do next, but I felt Save so gladly accepted it. But when you're with me, there's no need to be. So tell me, is there somewhere else that you want to go? Because you've been running around in circles, stuck in slow-mo. I've got that feeling that you really want to hit the door. If you've lost the fight, then let's win the war. He pulled me up from the chair and ran out of the room. Once we were out, it was as if we didn't even exist. No one was paying us any attention at all, which was weird since I always get so much attention. It felt kind of nice. When you're tired of hiding and you've got to run, hop right in, sit shotgun, I'm driving. I'll be your protector. We walked down the street hand in hands, and he looked at me and just smiled. It warmed my heart, and in the next second I picked him up and flew with him across the streets. Who's going to be there when everything is tumbling down? Who's going to be there when you fall to keep you off of the ground? I'll be your shelter. They'll never get you, so stay with me and I'll be your protector. I flew past where I left All Might, and I saw Endeavor on the rooftop, helping him get loose. And then I saw Izuku trying so hard not to laugh at all. It was obviously funny to see the number 1 hero dangling of a roof close to the edge, only held by a rope. No, it ain't easy to survive up in these city streets. Looking for someone to help you when you scrape your knees. Tucking too many punches, now it's getting hard to breathe. I'll be your reason, so you can believe. Flying right past them, I picked up some more highs and speed. This time I flew above the clouds and let Izuku touch them while we're flying across the town to my favorite place. Are you waiting for someone? Just hold on, here I come, to fix when you're undone. Now tell me when you're tired of hiding, and you gotta run, hop right in, sit shotgun, I'm driving. I'll be your protector. I wanted to make the most out of it, and since to him I could. Some blocks away from our food destination, there was a park. I wanted to show it to him, and so I flew down to it. Not many people visit this park, but every time I go there a hug group of people would immediately come to my side, ruining the scene. Who's gonna be there when everything is tumbling down? Who's gonna be there when you fall to keep you off of the ground? I'll be your shelter. They'll never get you, so stay with me and I'll be your protector. I'll be your protector. I began slowing down and flew though the park in a pace where he could see every single beauty of nature there. While I was enjoying his song, his company, the warm feeling I had when I had him in my arms. This moment couldn't have been any more perfect. So life is a tightrope, and it's hard to maintain. Let me hold your umbrella and never feel the rain. You're standing on the edge now. Stay close. I'm going 12 rounds, ready for another dose. Your mama said, never run from the devil. Steel chin and a fist made of metal. Look at my face, serious as a heart attack. Coming in your corner, shades on, dressed in black. I was happy, and nothing could ruin this moment at all. Looking down at my green feather, I saw him smile up to me, and I began holding him tighter as if I might lose him. He in return snuggled up, and in between his lines of the song, he gave me a quick kiss on my cheek. The moment I felt it and realized what happened, I could feel my cheeks heat up a little bit. He was just so damn cute. I could have eaten him up completely. Who's gonna be there when everything is tumbling down? Who's gonna be there when you fall to pick you up off the ground? It was clear to me that he wanted to give me some space. He wanted me to feel good, and there was only one place where I knew that the persons working there would let me be. Naturally, I directly flew there. I'll be your shelter. They'll never get you, so stay with me and I'll be your protector. Once we were inside, the people looked at me, but not at him. It was as if he never was there, and no one heard him sing at all. That's when I realized he used his quirk for me. Oh, feathers, you didn't have to use your quirk for me. Who's gonna be there when everything is tumbling down? Who's gonna be there when you fall to keep you off of the ground? I'll be your shelter. They'll never get you, so stay with me and I'll be your protector. I would be lying to say that his voice wasn't southing and relaxing. If I could, I would listen to it all day. I guided him to a table and listened to his voice as he finished his song. Who's gonna be there? Who's gonna be there to pick you off of the ground? I'll be your shelter. They'll never get you, so stay with me and I'll be your protector. Once he was done, the waiter came with our food, and I immediately started digging in. I was hungry, and I couldn't believe he wasn't. There was no way that he was not. Blackmail material. I am so exited. It's my first day here at UA. Well, not really, but as an official student, it sure is. Not only that, but I will be in Dadzawa's class too with my fluff ball. The past 2 weeks I've been staying with Dadza catching up. However, I never told him what I did to the Grimm cartel. It was something I wasn't proud of, but hey, no one lay a finger on my family. I might be overprotective, but I needed to be. They are my everything. It was rather early, and I was sitting in the classroom waiting for everyone to come in. Why was I so early? Well, mostly because I needed to calm my nerves down. Since the principal of the school is my father, I knew exactly who was going to be in my class, and I was happy about it. I also knew every teacher and also All Might's secret. After the whole, I beat the #1 incident and flying around with Hawks the same day, the moment we returned, I was confronted with concern for that bitch. Don't get me wrong here. I was not the least bit worried about his injury or his health or his well-being. I was concerned he would be one of my teachers, and there was this tiny fact that he hated me. To make it up, I went to the infirmary in order to apologize for my behavior. Hated that thought honestly, and I would have never done. That only reason I was about to do it was because he would make his lesson living hell for me, and he is not worth using my quirk on. So I went there, and can you believe it? There was a skinny All Might laying still unconscious in the bed. I'm not blind like the others. I can recognize a person when I see them, and there was no way they could have brought me to believe that that was not All Might. Left with no other choice, or didn't care at all exposing his secret, Recovery Girl told me and Hawks everything about One for All. This is how I learned from Ofa and about him being quirkless once. What the fuck? You hate quirkless kids, and are even discriminating against certain quirks, but you were literally quirkless once. Once I heard that, I went straight to Nizu, and let's be honest, I was never there to apologize to him. I only wanted to see my work and how much he was suffering. To my surprise, Recovery Girl didn't heal him with her quirk at all. She just treated his wounds and was cursing the whole time, even poured more alcohol and put salt in them. Note to myself, never anger Granny. So here we are sitting alone in an empty classroom, waiting for anyone to come in. My waiting didn't take long, and my fluff ball came in. Hitoshi, Izuku. We both hugged each other and sat back down. He was sitting right behind me. However, I saw that Aizawa didn't come in with him. Me. Let me guess he will sneak in later? Hitoshi. You know Paps. He for sure is testing their reaction times. Me. Shall we ruin it or prank him? Hitoshi. What do you have in mind? Me. We could let them do a group project. Hitoshi. A group project, so I like the sound of it. I am all ears. Me. Well, here's the plan. After I told him my plan, we both began smiling from ear to ear. We were so ready to prank the whole class. Best part was that we both knew that they couldn't expel us. We both took our things and left. We were both standing on the other end of the hallway on the corner, and we were watching Izuku crawl into the class like the good old caterpillar he is. When is he ever to evolve? I sure need to level him up. After he went in, we went in front of the class. Me. You ready? Hitoshi. Oh yes. https://youtube.be/m5m8inc28f8. I ain't gonna tell no lies. I ain't gonna apologize. You can see this is where I stand. You know exactly who I am. Taking everything I want. Don't believe me, then just watch. Standing like the earth is mine. Moving like I own this time. We both went into the classroom, and thanks to my singing and me explicit using it on all of them, they all froze too, and then they all stood up and walked behind me like a little duck family. Me and Hitoshi on the front. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. I lead them all out to the open, right in front of the school on the street where I was sure that everyone would see them, and then I let them all make a dance performance. It was hilarious. While I was signing, they were all dancing, and Hitoshi was filming this whole scene. We were sure to put it online. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. It took only some seconds, and I could hear the comm system with my dad voice calling out to me. Nizu, Midoriya, Izuku, and Hitoshi Shinso to my office. Right now, oh, and don't stop with what you are doing. With that it ended, and I had an idea what he wanted to do. So I took Class 1A back to the room. Then we both head to the principal's office. I made sure to not involve him into my Quirk's effect. Ain't afraid to bare my soul. Ain't afraid to walk on coals. Hear the thunder when I step. You know where to place your bet. I'm burning like a house on fire. Cutting like a razor wire. I ain't gonna tell no lies. I ain't gonna apologize. Nizu. If you are doing this, then at least let the whole school participate. He then gave me the micro that was connected to the comm system. This is why I loved him so much. I took it and began singing from the top of my lungs, concentrating on every living being and soul in the building. No one was safe. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. I was sure to make everyone dance like crazy, and even took it to another level by making all might go to the roof of the building and dancing there. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. While I was singing and concentrating on my Quirk, I saw Niza launch some drones. Some were good. This was an armada of drones. Not even wanting to think about why he had them, I watched him launch them all and recording it. I'm not trying to be your hero. It's the only way that I know. This battle is never through. Every risk that I take, every bone that I break. Just doing what I do. Nizu. This sure is some good blackmailing material there. Of course it is, especially All Might nearly dancing naked on the top of the roof, as if he was a monkey. Let's be honest here. He was one giant gorilla. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. I saw Hitoshi laughing his ass off and recording his fathers dancing together. When did they found themselves? They were dancing as if their life depended on it. Up, down, left, and right there go. It was hilarious. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. As I was about to finish my song, I let everyone go back to their place and resume the things they did before, with the only twist that they would never remember this happening at all. This was our secret and our blackmail material if we needed it. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. Then me and Toshi went back to our class, and there we went behind Aizawa. We still wanted to scare him. Can't stop me now. Ain't backing down. Can't stop me now. I'm just doing what I do. Won't stop doing what I do. The moment I let my Quirk drop, everyone began talking over each other. It was becoming extremely loud. Aizawa went to the teacher's desk and was standing in front of it while Hitoshi was standing behind him a little bit to the right and mimicked him. I was doing the same on the left. We both made sure to be ridiculous, and it didn't take long for the class to see us. Aizawa. Good. To have your attention now? I took you 8 seconds. More like we have their attention, not you. Soon after he said that, the class began erupting in laughter. Hitoshi couldn't take it anymore too, and fell to the ground laughing and holding his stomach. Aizawa heard a thumb and looked to his son's side. Aizawa, so I don't get paid enough for this. Now back to your seat. Me. I am pretty sure Niza pays you enough. This made him look around towards me. He didn't even realize that I was in this until I spoke up. Aizawa, why does this not surprise me, problem child? Me? Good question. Maybe because this was bound to happen. Aizawa, it's way too early for this shit, and I need more coffee. He then looked at the class. Aizawa, grab your gym uniforms and come out. With that, he left. Me and Hitoshi immediately grabbed our stuff and went to the changing room, leaving a complete class laughing behind. Quirk assessment, what can go wrong? After my little unknown stumped me, and my fluff ball quickly went to the changing room and came outside. Aizawa, why does it not surprise me that you two would do something like this? Me. Because you know me already. Aizawa, just one question. Did you do something else? Me. No. Aizawa, really? He raised an eyebrow up. He didn't believe me, but I can't blame him for that. After what I have done in the past, I wouldn't believe myself either. Me. Why not ask Nizu? Aizawa, as if he would tell me anything. Me. Then I guess you will never know. Hitoshi began laughing beside me, which was a dead giveaway that we in fact did something. Aizawa, Toshi spit it out. What did you two do? Me, oh man, Toshi. Why did you need to burst out laughing? Hitoshi, sorry, Zuzu, but I can't. Just thinking about it, PF, ha ha ha. Me, sigh. I made the same motion like Aizawa, pinching the bridge of my nose and shaking my head. This was an indication that I was spending too much time with the pro hero. Me, I can't believe I just did that. The moment Hitoshi saw me do that, he began laughing harder. Aizawa, am I right to assume you won't tell me a thing? Me, yep. But I will give you a friendly hint. Check the security footage. Aizawa, problem child. Me, oh look, a stray cat. I just pointed in a random direction. Aizawa, nice try, but I am not so dumb. It was worth a try. Mew, what? Our head immediately moved to the same direction. I just pointed, and there a good 3 meters away from us was Lucifer. Aizawa, how the fuck did that devil even get here? Meow, Lucifer, come here, kitty kitty. I crouched down and tried to get him come to me, and if he knew that I was about to do that, he came to my side, and I picked the cat up. Hitoshi, did you bring him here, Dad? Aizawa, how do you even think I would be able to do that if he doesn't even let me to come near him? Hitoshi, me neither. They both looked at the cat confused and perplexed. Do they not know that their cat has a quirk? Me, he can teleport. Aizawa, I think I would have known that. Me, believe it or not, but he can. Lucifer, no. I was betting the soft fur of the little angel I had in my arms. When we could hear the rest of the classes come out still laughing, and even make the same movements like we did. Lucifer, Mew. Me, I agree. They look stupid doing that. Aizawa, well, it took them long enough. Me, oh, just wait for them to realize you were standing right here. Hitoshi, I don't think they realized that we are here with them. Lucifer, MEW. That was all it took for the girls to shut up and look at me. In the next moment, I was surrounded by girls. Me, HM, Lucifer. Some help? The cat immediately got what I was implying and teleported me next to Aizawa. Aizawa, that freaking devil can really teleport. Me told you. Then everyone looked at Aizawa and went immediately quiet. I walked with the cat in my hand to Hitoshi. The moment I stopped beside him, Lucifer climbed up my shoulder and positioned himself around my neck. Hitoshi, guess he is your cat now. Aizawa, you sure all did take your sweet time changing in there. Kirishima, why are we here? Aizawa, Quirk assessment test. Denki, aren't we supposed to be at the speech that is given by the principal? Aizawa, UA gives their teachers free reins on how to teach their classes, so no. This already started interesting. Aizawa, first up, Bakugo, come here. He came to Aizawa and got a baseball in the hand. Bakugo, the fuck should I do with that? Me, the fuck do you think you do with a ball? Eat it? Bakugo, come here, you motherfucker, let me chalk this down your throat real quick. Aizawa, enough. He had his quirk activated because Boom Boom Boy just made some explosions and roost that ball. Aizawa, you throw the ball once without your quirk and then with it. After that, everyone did what he said, and there was even a girl with infinity score. Aizawa, Izuku, your turn. I got the ball and threw it normally, but apparently Lucifer had other plans since he simply just jumped at the ball the moment I let go and teleported it to who knows where and came back without it. Me, how sweet of you, Lucifer, but I was supposed to throw that without my quirk or others' help. Lucifer, Mew? Me, it's okay though. Aizawa took out another ball and the exact same thing happened again. Aizawa, Lucifer, stop doing that. The other students behind me began laughing at the sight. Another trying the same again. Izawa. Izuku, tell him to stop doing that. Me. But it's your cat. Izawa. And he only is an angel for you. Me. I still don't get that part. Izawa, please just do it. We don't have all day. Me, fine. I picked Lucifer up from my shoulder. That cat would always climb back up to me after jumping down. Then I went to Hitoshi's side. Me, Lucifer, can you please stay put? Lucifer, mew. Me. Thank you. I went back and threw the ball. This time with no interference. Then it was time for my quirk. Me. Do you want that ball back? Izawa, yes. Me. And you expect me to use my quirk to the fullest? Izawa. Yes, problem child. Me. That is a literal contradiction. I took the ball from him and held it close to my mouth and whispered. My quirk wasn't really a secret, but there is this small chance that one of them could connect the dots better than the rest of the people so far and fin the connection between me and Siren. Me whispering fly around the world and back to me. With that, I threw the ball and it began circling the globe and came from the other side back. Nothing could have stopped that ball from executing the command I gave it. Izawa, Izuku, what did you do to it? Me. You wanted the ball back, so I sent it circling the glob one time until it's back to us. Why? Izawa. So I should have known that something like this would happen. Me. I could have sent it flying up like the Infinity Girl over there, but you wanted it back. After another 5 minutes, the ball came back to me and stopped right at my feet. Me. You satisfied? Izawa. So next task would be 50-meter dash. This time I was the first one paired with Sonic himself. The moment Izawa gave the go, I instantly was teleported right at his side. Me, Lucifer. I told you I need to do it on my own, though I do appreciate you wanting to help me. The cat was around my feet, and I began petting it. Izawa. Midoriya, pair up with Bakugo and go again. Me, yes, sir. I went back to the line, and right at the signal for the go, used my quirk. Me. Time freeze. These two words were the first thing that came into my mind, and it worked. I could see everyone standing still. Wow, that's new. I never knew that I could manipulate the time with my quirk. I simply walked over to Izawa and was about to call finish for the timeout when I got this idea, and I liked it. I picked up Lucifer and put him around Izawa's neck. Then I took his capture gear and gave it to Shinso. Next, I went to Boom Boom Boy and turned him around so that he would go in the wrong direction. After I was finished, I went back to Izawa's sight tight next to him. Me. Time unfreeze. I saw Bakugo using his quirk in the wrong direction and catapulting himself into the wall. Lucifer was attacking Izawa, and it was the first time I realized why he called the cat a demon. Shinso was burying his face in Izawa's capture gear and laughing himself off. The rest of the students looked at the situation and were just confused. Me. Lucifer, come here. Not wanting the cat to kill Izawa, I took the cat off him. Izawa. Problem child? Me. If I knew that this would happen, then I would have taken the cat to that dandelion over there. Izawa. Sai, that is not the issue here. What did you do? Me, nothing. Izawa, Midoriya. Me, fine, I just froze time. Izawa. You could do what? Me. I froze the time. I controlled it. Izawa. And when did you want to tell us that you can do that? Me. AHM. If I could never. This would be the best card up in my sleeve. Just imagine all the pranks I could pull through with that. Izawa. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Me. I just found out too. Izawa. So I go to recovery, girl. Me, why? Izawa. Because I just told you to go. Besides that, you don't know the drawback of it, do you? Me. I know my drawback pretty well, and I can tell you that I am not experienced any of it. Izawa. Why does this not surprise me? With that, everyone participated in the other exercises except me, as Izawa didn't trust in me anymore and told me to stay after classes so that we could do our own assessment test, which I was sure would be hellish since he knew that I was Siren. And he also knew how capable I was. Let's just hope I will survive this since I just put an angry-ass cat on his shoulder, aka Demon Cat, as he loves to call him. Devil's help? I don't know what let me do this, but I am definitely regretting it now. After everyone left, Izawa and I went outside again. I knew what was going on, and I didn't like it. I hated it. He was about to give me some crazy quirk assessment test thing to do. Me. AHM, what are we going to do? Without even answering my question, he instantly shot his capture gear at me, and the person I didn't dodge it, no, I caught it and pulled him towards me. Me. If you wanted to play with me, you could have asked nicely. The capture scarf was wrapped around my arm, and I was holding it firmly. Thanks to my pull, he stumbled towards me. I used that moment and flung the capture weapon up and around my torso. Now I had a better grip, and not only that, but thanks to the motion I did, It was teared out of his hand, and the turn just got me the whole thing. Now that I had the capture weapon around me, I simply unwrapped it from me and put it around my neck like a scarf. He just looked at me stunned. Me. Oh, you wanted that back? Wait, I AMA go and give it to you, Aizawa. Nah, I'm just gonna take it myself. With that, he charged at me, and instead of getting the scarf, he began fighting me. Me. So you just wanted it back? I moved and dodged every single attack. His speed was nothing to me, and I wasn't even using my quirk like he wasn't his. After a while, I saw something black around my feet. Lucifer. MEW. Just like that, I lost my footing and feel. The ground wasn't as solid as it should have been, and then it was also wet. I could hear the water splashing all around us. Aizawa, Lucifer. Looking around, I saw that we both were sitting on the ground. I was indeed not the only one losing footage, and we were both on the beach in the shallow water, and Lucifer was looking right at us from a safe distance. I got you, buddy. Thanks for the help. I quickly stood up and tacked Aizawa down the moment he got up. Then I used the capture scarf, and I apprehend his every movements next. I pulled him literally out of the water like a big fish. Me. I believe we have a nice catch here, Lucifer. Lucifer, Mew? Me. We got ourselves a catfish. Hi. Lucifer. MEW. Me. Can you teleport us back, or do I need to walk and pull him after us? Lucifer, Mew. Me. Come on, Lucifer, pretty please? Lucifer, Mew. Me. I don't want to be sick. We are both wet thanks to you. Or, do you want to take a bath too? I am happy to assist you. Lucifer. MEW. He then jumped on Aizawa's head and teleported us back. However, it was not UA. He teleported us straight back in the living room, right in front of Mike and Hitoshi. Me, what's up? Meek. Show. Toshi. What happened to you? My fluff ball immediately came to my side and inspected me from head to toe before deciding to pull me into the bathroom and shutting the door behind me. Toshi. Through the door, Aizu. Take a shower and warm yourself up. I will bring you a change of clothing. Me, okay. I was happy to accept his kindness. It was really getting cold, and thanks to Lucifer, I was dipped into ocean water, and I had salt in my hair. Once I went into the shower and turned the water on, I tried to get the salt water out of my hair. It wasn't easy at all. I loved the opportunity Lucifer gave me while teleporting us to the beach, but I hated him for not even warning me before it all. He definitely enjoyed that sight. Well, I also needed it. It was kind of fun, a siren in his element. I still love the scent of the ocean. It calmed me down, and I was thankful for being there again. The last time I was there was already a long time ago. I got out of the shower and then I heard a knock. I had a towel around me and opened it. There was Toshi, and the moment he saw me, his face immediately reddened. Toshi, I got YU some cloth clothing. Me, thanks. I gave him a warm smile and took them. The moment I did, he immediately turned around and bolted away. Hi. How cute. I closed the door and put the things on. It was not oversized at all. Normally, this wouldn't be weird if we both had the same size or anyone in that household, but no one did. Did you get them especially for me? That's so thoughtful. I quickly changed into them and went to the living room where everyone was. Mike, Aizu, how the heck did you do that? Me. Didn't he tell you? Aizawa was still wrapped up in his own scarf and looked grim at it. All Mike did was place some towels over him and put him on the couch for comfort. Toshi. No, he is sulking right now. Mike, can you please undo this? I tried, but you little listener are a genius. Miha? It's honestly not that hard to tie someone down. Mike, this is something he does to me, but I never managed to do it to him. Me, Mike, well, can you please undo him and teach me how you did that? Me, I don't think I should teach you that. Mike, why not? Me, just look at him right now. He is shooting you death glances. Mike, OH. I went to Aizawa's side and undid the wrapping. Then I took the capture scarf and backed away a little bit. Me, can I keep it? Aithaba. No, me, but Aithaba. No, me, why? Aizawa. Cause you will only make trouble with it. Me, fine. He didn't really think I would give up that easy, did he? I still got Dad's to give me one. The moment I was about to give him his scarf again, Lucifer jumped right in, between us, facing Aizawa and hissing at him. He also didn't want him to have it back. Lucifer hisses. Aizawa. Lucifer, step aside, you devil. Lucifer. MREW. One step closer, and Lucifer immediately attacked him. I love this freaking cat. I took Shinso by the hand and run outside with the capture gear around my neck. The moment I opened the door, I called for Lucifer and the cat release Ayazwa and teleported me and Shinso to my room on UA's ground. Toshi, why am I here? Me. I thought we could spend some time together. I hugged him and then went to my bed and flopped right on it. He came beside me and snuggled up. Toshi, what did Dad do to you? Me. Oh, nothing much. He was only trying to take me down, and Lucifer got us to the beach. Lucifer. MEW. The cat sounded proud of himself. He was laying on the other side of me. Toshi. This cat is officially yours now, Izu. Miha? Toshi, look at him. He loves you as much as that chicken and me. Me. I love you too, Fluffball. Did he just unintentionally confess? He didn't even realize it himself. The moment I said that, he immediately buried his face in the croak of my neck and snuggled closer. Me. You don't have to be embarrassed. I somehow managed to turn around and hugged him. The moment he looked up at me, he kissed me, and the moment he did, my eyes went wide open before I closed them. I enjoyed our little sweet moment together, and the moment our lips parted away, I looked at him, and we both snuggled up closer and fell asleep in that position. Hayoshi was the first one that fell asleep. Me. Good night, my little fluff ball. Before I fell asleep, I saw Lucifer trying to get a blanket over us both. That cat was really considerate and capable. He used his teleportation quirk to get above us in the air and dropped it on us. The moment he would land on us, he teleported beside me again. Me. Thanks, Lucifer, and good night to you too. Lucifer Mew. New teacher. Hawk's POV. Flashback. Today was the day Izuku would start in UA, and I really wanted to go and meet him, but hero work got me wrapped up, and I couldn't make it. It was already late that day when I got a call from the Hero Commission. One glance at the caller ID, and I wanted to throw my phone out of the window. The whole day I was out patrolling and getting some villains behind the bar, and the moment I get home, I get a call from them. Hicknell, not with me. However, I was still a pawn to them. I needed to pick it up, and that was what I did. I answered the phone call. Me. Hawk's here. Hero Commission. We got a new job for you. Of course you do. You never call to just say hello or ask how I've been. Me got that. Hero Commission. You will be a teacher for the first year hero course in UA. Say that again. Did I hear right? My mouth was hung wide open. I couldn't believe what I just heard. Me. Did I hear right, a teacher for the first year hero course? Hero Commission. Yes, is there a problem with that? Me and no. No, of course not. Hero Commission. Good, we expect you to be there in time tomorrow. Me. I understood. With that, our call ended. I was still holding the phone in my hands until the words really hit me. Then I let it go and jumped up into the air. Me yee. I wanted to fly to Izuku and tell him the good news when my phone went off again. Me. Please don't be the Hero Commission again. Please don't let this be all a joke. I picked it up and I didn't know the caller ID. Me. Hawk's here. Nizu. Am I right to expect that you already heard the news? Me Nizu. Nizu. Why, of course, who else should I be? Me. So you are behind this? Nizu, of course, who else? Me how? Nizu. A good magician never tells his secrets. Me. Tell me this is not sick joke of yours, and I am not dreaming. Nizu. You are not. Me. Oh my gosh. This is fucking real. Nizu indeed. Me, why me? Nizu. Considering that I already employed you-know-who, I wanted another one that could watch over our little green bean, and I am sure you will take good care of him. If not, let me tell you immediately that what the Hero Commission did to you will look like child's play in comparison to what I will do to you. A shiver ran down my spine, and I knew not to get on Nizu's bad side. Me? I understand. Nizu, good. I expect you to be in my office tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp. Me? Understood. Nizu. Well then, have a nice evening, and don't you dare come today to visit my son. I don't want you to wake him up. If you dare do this, I will see to it that Lunch Rush will make some good chicken nuggets of you. Me? I understood, sir. With that, the call ended. I was so excited for the next day. The excitement was too much for me, and so I jumped out of the window and flew up and above the cloud. Once I was on the highest point, I screamed at the top of my lungs. Me? Helllyhhhh. Then I let myself drop and flew across the whole city. I was so excited, and I had so much energy in me right now that I needed to do something. Into flashback. The moment the hero lesson started for class 1, I was walking the hallways down with All Might. He insisted to be the first one to go inside, and I let that giant gorilla do what he wants. All Might. I am here, coming through the door like a normal person. I couldn't stand the pose he was doing, and so I pushed him, and he lost balance and fell face first down. Next, I flew over him and landed on his back. Me. Correction. I am here. And you meant to say you came through the door like a monkey. Then I jumped off him and went to the teacher's desk, sitting on it. Everyone was concerned about All Might. Well, everyone except 2 students that were laughing their asses off and falling from their chair. I used my feather and helped my little green feathers up. Then I went to his side. Izuku. That was genius. Hitoshi. What are you doing here, chicken? Izuku, isn't it obvious? Hitoshi. And oh, Izuku. Since he did that, he will be working here, right? Me, yep. Izuku. I need to thank Nizu later. Oh, and Hawks, could you maybe help me get some tea after school? I really want to thank Nizu for it. Me, sure will. With that, I went back to the front, and All Might was about to announce that they should all go to ground beta, when all of a sudden one black cat teleported right in form of him and attacked the giant man. Hitoshi. Wei Tio, go Lucifer. This is not appropriated. Please refrain from brining your cat to school. There was a boy that looked like Ingeum. Is this his little brother Tenyaiida? They do look very similar. Izuku. But that isn't even my cat. Hitoshi. He is right that cat belongs to Aizawa. I don't believe that. Next moment, the cat teleported on the desk close to that boy and attacked him. Izuku. Oh no, Lucifer, stop please. I watched this whole scenery with a shit-eating grin on my face. Me. If you're all done, please change into your hero suits and then come to ground beta. With that, I went out, and that's how I was currently in ground beta and was waiting for All Might to explain to kids what they were about to do. And I was the hero and on the villain side of this exercise. Beside me was the cat that attacked All Might and that kid that scolded my feathers. Me. Well, I need to say, good job taking care of that giant chimpanzee. Lucifer Mew. All Might was supposed to tell them that they will be teamed up and will do the same exercise 2 times, but the only difference in these 2 attempts will be the additional help, which was me on the hero side once and then on the villain side in the next. I was so exited I couldn't help but want to fight alongside Izuku. Me. This takes forever. Lucifer Mew. I waited a good 30 minutes for All Might to be finished with his explanation, and then as the exercise started, I didn't see Izuku until the last pair of villains and heroes came in. Catastrophic. Lucifer's POV. I was waiting for my master to come to the training ground in order to show these little wannabe heroes how a real one looks like. The moment Izuku came into my life, I knew that he was the one. He was my owner and master. He was the one I would dedicate my life to, and I would always be there for him, protecting him if needed. I knew Shinso nearly my whole life. He was a good boy, and one that suffers when he was little. I heard stories about Siren and how he saved him, and then after a while I began hearing that name frequently. Mike was saying something about a radio show, and every time I heard Izuku's voice, I went to the same room where Mike was and listened to their talking. Then there was this overgrown chicken. Although I thought that he didn't deserve Izuku, I could see how much he cared about him. It was the same way Shinso looked at him. They both loved them, but from what I can see is that they both didn't like each other. If they fight, then I will have Izuku all to me. Well, anyways, I was with that chicken together, and I had no intention on fighting alongside him. All I wanted was to fight with Izuku, and that is exactly what I would do. The first few students that came were not Izuku, and I was about to make sure that they hated their lives and quit being a hero. So I actually teamed up with the chicken or not. Not really, I did my own thing. First team came in, Ioma and Mina, Team E, versus Sato and Koda, Team F. So I watched Hawks being on the villain team, and I waited outside. That was what he thought I would do. The moment the exercise started, I teleported right to Hawk's side, jumped on his back, and teleported him right to the next city, and then came back without him. Who needed his help anyways? Besides, I am sure Izuku would be mad at me if I was responsible for him getting hurt. Then I went to the villain side to Koda and teleported that man straight into the zoo with some angry lions. Me. Hey guys, he can understand you. Leo, what? Me. Yep, and he said that lions are pussies. Lions. WHAD. Koda. No. I never said that. Me. I am a cat. They will trust my words more. That came only out as a whisper, so that only he could understand me. Then I teleported away to Aoyama. He loves sparkles. That is what I think he does. So I went to his side and began ruining his hair and outfit. I would have thought that he would still go on and fight, but no. This child needed to make a drama out of it and began crying over his new and shredded hero costume. While not so sparkly anymore, next to Shido and Sato. Before I could do any more damages, the comm system went off. Izuku, Lucifer, come to me? Me, yes, master. That was my clue, and so I teleported right to him. He picked me up gently and began petting my head. I loved the attention and began purring. Izuku, what did you do with Koda? Me, left him with my lion friends. Izuku, you can't do that. Me, why? Izuku, that's not okay, Lucifer. Bring him back, please. Me, okay. I teleported us right into the lion's cage. Me, guys, this is my friend Izuku. He loves lions. He thinks that you are the king of the savannah. With that, one lion and 3 lioness came running at him and tackled him down. They began all nuzzling him and getting all around him. Not gonna lie, I was getting jealous over them. Izuku, that's enough, please just stop. I then went to the boy that I left in there. He had scratches and some bite marks on his arms, and he looked terrified of cats. The moment I came to him, he began backing away until his back hit the wall. Not even listening to his scream, I went to his legs and teleported him back, then went to get Izuku and teleported him to Hawk's. Hawk's feathers? What I didn't account was that I just teleported us right into the air. We both began falling down, and Izuku instinctively grabbed me and held me tight to me. Next thing I know was that Hawks caught Izuku and was holding him bridal style. Izuku, hey, me. Can we go back now? Izuku, yep. I then teleported them right back to ground beta, and that rooster let Izuku down. Hawks, why were you falling down out of nowhere? Izuku, I don't know, why don't you ask Lucifer? Hawks, the cat just teleported you to me? Me. Sure did, chicken. Izuku, yep. Nuggets. Hawks, what happened to the others? Izuku, Lucifer took them out. Hawks, Izuku, if you don't mind, I will take the cat with me and not let him with you. Mio, come on. I just wanted to have some fun, but I am not complaining. I came to Izuku's side and stood on my back legs. Me? Pick me up? Iyu, please pick me up. He then what I asked and I hugged him. Hawks, good idea. When is your turn? Izuku, I am the last with Uraraka Team A. Hawks, oh man, I need to wait that long. Izuku, there are only 4 teams before me. Hawks, yeah, and I need to fight on each side, meaning there are 8 battles before I can finally be with you. Me, have fun, chicken. Izuku, good luck. With that, we went to the observer room, and everyone began staring right at me. I didn't see their problems with me at all. All Might, I suggest you don't bring your cat with you at school ever again. Izuku, that cat has a name. All Might, I don't care how that thing is called. Take him out of the room. Izuku, want to say that again? I dare you. Me show him, Izu. All Might, I said get that thing out of here. Izuku, how about you get out of here? I jumped out of his hands and began hissing at the giant gorilla that was now walking out of the room. Me, what an asshole. Izuku's, yep, for eyes. I must say this again, but having your cat with you in school is against the school rules and not professional at all. Izuku, he is not officially my cat. Me, not officially, but I am. Izuku, Lucifer, not helping at all. For eyes, he is obviously your cat, and this is not very plus ultra. Izuku, want to say that to my cat again? For eyes, that stupid cat can't even understand me. You are being childish and very unprofessional. Me stupid. I jumped at the boy and teleported him away. We're in the sewage system, and then left him there and went back to Izuku. Izuku, do I even want to know where you put him? Me, where he belongs. Shinso, where did Lucifer teleport him? Me, sewage system where the piece of shit belongs. Izuku, wait, what? Shinso, what did he say? Izuku, sewage system. Then All Might came back in. All Might, I knew you were the devil. Me, no one calls him a devil. Me, sure, go ahead, but not him. With that, I attacked All Might and tackled him out of the room. All that could be heard was his scream and Izuku trying to calm me down, but heck no, I will not let this one go unharmed. Before Izuku could come to our side, I teleported the giant-ass man in the sewage system too, right above 4 eyes, and went back to Izuku. Izuku, sewage system? Me, yep. Izuku, can't blame you, he belongs there. So good job, Lucifer. Dispute. After the little, how should I put it nicely? I know, dispute. Aizawa came to the observer room. Me, oh hey, caterpillar. Aizawa, please refrain from calling me that. Me, sure. Butterfly, or wait, are you a moth? Now you are a special caterpillar. Never to evolve, ever. I could hear Shinso snicker at what I just said. Aizawa, where is All Might? Me, sewage system. Aizawa, do I want to know why or how? Shinso, yes you do, trust me. Aizawa, okay then why? Me, ask your cat Lucifer for that. Lucifer, MEW. Me, I still think you did a good job. Aizawa, get him right back here. Lucifer, MEW. Aizawa, what does that even mean? Just do what I tell you. Lucifer, MEW. Aizawa, Lucifer, Lucifer hiss. Aizawa, I swear that cat is a demon. Now go. Me, can you do what Aizawa asks, please? Lucifer, mew. With that, Lucifer disappeared and came back with only Ida. Ida, get that demon away from me. Me, did you call him demon again? Ida, no, I am so very sorry. I didn't mean to. Aizawa, what happened to him? Shinso, Lucifer. Aizawa, I see. Well, it's like I need to make an appointment with Hound Dog for you. Ida, I would appreciate that very much, sir. Thank you. The cat went closer to Ida while he was hissing at the boy, and all that Ida did was go behind Aizawa's back and hide. Aizawa, Izuku, please get Lucifer under control. Me, you do realize that this is your cat, right? Lucifer, both Lucifer and Aizawa shook their heads simultaneously while looking at me. Did I say something wrong? It's the truth, though. Mina, I am confused. Aizawa-sensei, is that really your cat? Aizawa, unfortunately, this bastard is. The whole room went silently. Me told you. Aizawa, now get All Might back. Me, do I really have to? Aizawa, unfortunately, yes. Me, sigh. Lucifer, you heard that man. Lucifer, MEW. Me, I know that he belongs there, but we need him apparently. Lucifer, Mew? Me, I don't know why. Aizawa, wait, Izuku, can you understand him? Me, yeah, you don't? Aizawa, no. I wish though. Lucifer, Mew Mew Mew. Aizawa, what did he just say? Me, you don't want to know that. Shinso then came close to me and whispered to so that only I could hear him, which for me wasn't really hard with my quirk. Shinso, whispering, what did he say? Me, whispering he was trying to assault him while calling him Caterpillar repeatedly. Shinso, whispering, that's so cute though. Me, whispering, yep. Shinso, whispering, then why didn't you tell him that? Me, whispering, oh, just a mess with our caterpillar. We both began grinning like crazy. Aizawa, I am still waiting. Me, Lucifer, go get him. Before the cat, however, could vanish, the door to the room was burst open, and there was standing All Might. Did he seriously left Ida in that sewage system alone? All Might, how dare you? Me, quiet. With that, All Might's voice disappeared, and all that could be seen was his mouth moving and his face reddened. Aizawa, good job, Aizu. Me, I like him better this way. How about you guys? Aizawa, I agree. Ida, it was clear to me that Ida wanted to say something since he opened his mouth, but as soon as he heard Lucifer's hissing, he closed it immediately. Everyone in the room was clever enough to not say a word. Aizawa, okay, back to the exercise. Ida, go take a bath before you go outside. And All Might, I would suggest you go and cool your head down too. 30 minutes break till we continue this. He then went to the comm system and announced this information to Hawks, who was still waiting there for us. Then Aizawa went ahead and looked at every student until he saw Koda and Aoyama. Aizawa, sigh. Lucifer, did you do that? The cat was simply nodding, very proud of himself. Me? Yeah, he did. Aoyama, look at my costume. It's ruined, Mon Amy. My life is ruined. It was such a masterpiece. Why did you need to destroy it? What did it ever do to you? Why? Me, to be honest, it was way too much bling bling, and I am sure Lucifer would agree too. Kirishima, what happened to you, bro? Koda, cats. Giant cats. Aizawa, Izuku, me. He means lions. Lucifer directly sent him to a lion cage and made the lions pounce on him. Aizawa, what the heck, Lucifer? He is still a student. Bakugo, huh, those are only pussycats. If you can't defend yourself against them, then fuck the hell off. Me? Oh, Lucifer. He got the clue, and he was not the only one. Aithaba, no. 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 Izuku no. Shinso, Izuku, yes. Aizawa, Hitoshi, Lucifer. MEW, me. I suggest you run Bakugo. Bakugo, I am not afraid of a tiny black kitty. Shinso, oh, you should. Kirishima, rest in peace, bro. Me, at least someone go the message. In the next moment, Bakugo was not sent to the lions. No, Lucifer thought it was a good idea to teleport a pride into the room. In total, 6 lions against Bakugo. He had no chance in winning this fight. Me, oh, and before I forget, Bakugo, what do you fucking want now, motherfucker? Meh. No quirk juicy. With simply that I erase his quirk and was about to watch the lions pounce on him when All Might didn't intervene. But he just had 2, and not only that, he also nearly killed these poor kittens. Me, All Might stop, simply as that the hero stopped in track. Me, so I get the pride back. I waited until Lucifer teleported every lion away and then released All Might from all of my control. All Might, this will have consequences. Me, I can't wait to see them. All Might, in the next exercise, I will be helping the villain's side. It seems unfair for hero's side if you are on it. On top of that, you will be alone there. Uraraka, you are on the villain's side too. Aizawa, Izuku, make me proud. Show him what you are capable of. No holding back. Shinso, kick his stupid ass, and catapult him to moon. With that, every participant went to ground beta. Before the whole thing could start off, All Might and Ida went to quickly shower the stench of sewage off them. I was waiting there alone with Hawks and Lucifer on my shoulder. Hawks, what took you so long? Lucifer teleported some shit away where it belongs. Hawks, let me guess, bitch, Mike? Ding, 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 you got that right. Hawks, man, I would have loved to see that. Me? Oh, you will. Hawks, is he participating now too? Me. Yep, and I will be on the hero side alone. Well, I am not entirely alone, since I have Lucifer with me. Right, partner? Lucifer, Mew. Me. And I will have you in the next turn. Hawks. Oh man, I don't want to team up with that scumbag. Me. I will take you out first then. Hawks. Good luck on that. Me. Oh. Does Chicken Nugget think he can escape a siren? Hawks. Not think I can. I am the fastest hero there is. Me? Sure, buddy, but I have a siren's voice, so there is no escape from that. Hawks. So true, and you already got me hawked up. I think I might need to give up on my title of the fastest hero. Me. Want to screw with them and team up against All Might? Hawks. Who me never? Ha. Me good. Too many options. In this exercise, the villains, Ida, Bakugo, Uraraka, Hawks, and All Might, will hide a huge-ass bomb in a building. My task was to either get capture tape around their wrist apprehending them and getting them eliminated or get to the bomb and touch it. However, being me, I ignored the second option. Where would the fun be in that? I would rather go and kick some asses and try to traumatic the number one hero than to go past them and touch the bomb. There were so many options I could do. 1. Freeze time. This would probably be something like this. First, I would walk up to the house and use my quirk and whisper time freeze. With that, everyone should be frozen in place. Then I would go around, maybe even run around and search for that damn bomb. Replace everyone. Get All Might on the roof, Hawks outside, Bakugo sitting on the bomb. I would spare Uraraka and get Lucifer in a room with Ida and look him in with that cat. Simple, and I would look like I used black magic the moment I unfreeze the time. Bomb outside. Hawks outside, Bakugo sitting on the bomb would probably fall down, and since I would have placed All Might on the edge of the building, he would have fallen off. Easy, right? I would make sure to make a position where I would snap with my fingers before freezing the time, and voila, I had a bomb in front of me ready for me to touch it. That would be the easy, right? I think so too. Next option, 2, command them. In this one, I would walk up to each and every one and just say, give up. Then I would take the capture tape and get them all out. Boom, it's that simple. Well, no much action here. And also, this is way too boring. I can't do that. I am Siren. Besides, they will look at my fluff balls quirk bad if I do shit with mine in front of them. I mean, they're kind of similar in the command point. Only difference, I don't need to respond, and that makes it a lot scarier. No, I will not do something that could harm my fluff ball. 3. Lucifer. I was sure that my cat was capable of handling them all alone, and yes, I call the cat mine from now on. He doesn't even want to leave my side anymore. Well, he is cute and fluffy. All in all, a sweet little angel to me. Keyword to me. For some reason, he acts aggressive towards everyone else besides Shinso and Kigo. To them, he would either ignore them or do something that he thought was in my interest, like teleporting me in midair right in front of Hawks. Yeah, not the greatest plan. That was for sure a scare. Just imagine him not able to catch me shiver. I would be a pancake by now, or maybe Lucifer would have teleported us to somewhere safe. This is something I really hoped he would have done, or he and Siren would be gone by now. Back to the topic. I do trust the cat, but I had the feeling that he would do something that would for sure bring someone of them 6 feet under, which I was for sure against the rules. If it was All Might, Nizu would have thrown him a party for it. 4. Fire. Well, since I know I can put things up in flame, I could simply go up to the building and let it catch fire. Only problem here, there would be a lot of collateral damage if this wasn't an exercise, and since Aizawa is watching right now, then he would for sure point this out. It would make me to a villain, but I don't get the point really, since Endeavor is doing this on a daily basis and they ship him as a hero. Like, what the fuck? Are people really that blind? Anyways, I refuse to do that, and I would never do this if this was not an exercise. The only thing hindering me from doing this was my chicken nugget inside, and I would feel bad for Uraraka. She seems like a nice person to me, but no one ever said anything against letting the people catch fire. I could let Bakugo and All Might literally burn to hell and use Lucifer to teleport All Might to the middle of the town plaza. This was for sure some good media material. I would love to see that. Would I get in trouble maybe? Okay, not maybe. I would for sure get in trouble for that since there are so many witnesses. Beside this, I think I would trigger some kind of PTSD in Shoto. The poor son of Endeavor. I would for sure find a way to get that man out of business. Although I must say, I am happy that he burned my parents to dust. On the other hand, poor other people in that complex. They did not deserve to die at all. 5. Freeze the whole building. Again, I can control the temperature and freeze the whole building. This would make me a villain, and I would have nearly the same problem with putting it completely on fire. That is out of the question. 6. Let them chase an imagination. I think this will be fun. Everyone loves a wild goose chase. I could make them see me or hallucinate me and fight the air, or let them chase something what is not there. While they do this, I could sneak up and touch the bomb. The chances of this plan to be a success are 0. Beside me not able to hold back my laugher, I think this would be way too easy too. But me being me, I would drop down and laugh my ass off. I mean, common, they chasing air. PFFFF, ha 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 ha. Now no chance I will be able to keep my control over them up. 7. Let them fight each other. Since I can make them hallucinate things, I could make them all chase that angry Pomeranian. I could make them all, besides Hawks, see me when they look into him. OHHHHH. All might trying to beat the shit out of the angry Pomeranian. The idea doesn't sound bad at all. I like that. To top that off, I would let Mr. Dandelion see me when he looks at All Might, which means they would go after each other's throat. Perfect. Such a brilliant plan. But there is one problem with that. I wouldn't be able to control my laugher again. On top of that, I would want nothing more than to film that shit and put it in the net. I am sure Nizu can do something like this. Would that be allowed though? Probably not. Shit, I wanted to do this so badly. Okay, next plan. 8. Make them face their biggest fears. Let the number 1 hero experience his biggest fear, like the Grim Cartel. I like that. Wait, didn't I put most of them 6 feet under or in a mental asylum? Oh yeah, I did. They 1000% deserved it. I can't do that to them, or Nizu will find out that it was me that destroyed the Grim Cartel. Will he though? I mean, he didn't even manage to connect the dots properly all these years back that I was Siren. I must say, I didn't even make it hard for them. Played around with them? Yes. Made a fool out of them? Yes. Had my fun? Most definitely yes. So why not? Because I would be villain here, and the class would definitely have something against me after that. Not that they are not scared of me already thanks to Lucifer. So I need to fix that somehow. Why is it so hard to decide what to do? Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next video.